All right, guys, what's going on? So today we are gonna do a training session, right? You guys get to follow along. I know some of you have been wanting to see me lift a little bit more, so today we're gonna go ahead for the main lift is a Zercher box squat. Love the Zercher squats. If you follow the Instagram, this is one of my top 5 exercises for combat sports, but we're actually gonna be doing a Zercher box squat. So I'm going to basically going down to a box, dispersing the kinetic energy and driving back up, working on the rate of force in that position, all right? And then from there, supplemental lifts, accessories for the posterior chain and legs. And we're gonna go back home and check out my 8 sleep because gotta keep my sleep on point. But follow along, enjoy, let's do this. I don't always foam roll, but when I feel tight and just a little bit fatigued too as well. I rolled this morning, 6 a.m. So usually I'll do like 3 days a week. Jiu-jitsu, we'll do 2 days of gi and then 1 day no gi at 6 a.m. So like I get a little tight. And then so today I want to make sure that I'm ready, I'm primed. And sometimes just rolling out the body allows for the neuromuscular system to fire a little bit more effectively. Not so much that you're gonna break up scar tissue or break up any tight bounded tissue, but it is gonna help your body kind of get ready for the work ahead. It's a little kettlebell work. Let's open up my hips. With the box squat, I want to go a little bit wider. With the Zercher hold, I'm gonna go wide stance, elbows in tight. So I just want to open up my hips a little bit, and with the kettlebell, it allows that counterbalance to happen. So when I sit down, I'm just spreading the floor, pushing my knees out with my elbows. When you warm up, you want to get range of motion. You want to get activation, especially when I'm doing a squat movement. I also want to get some anti-rotation and just some stiffness in my trunk. So doing these pull-throughs just to activate and strengthen up the muscles of the trunk, the core muscles, so that I can stay stable and structured, right? I need proximal stiffness to allow me to produce force on a squat, hinge, press, whatever, but it's highly important. So I use the kettlebell pull-throughs for that. So with the Zercher, a lot of people like to come here, the gable grip. I don't necessarily like that, puts a lot of stress on my arms and my elbows. So another thing is that you get more upper body activation when you spread your hands apart. So I'm gonna grip my hands tight. So I'm gonna create irradiation, right? Nice tight grip here, from here, get it up off the rack, get my feet properly placed. Then from there, I'm gonna spread the floor apart, sit back, try to get as much vertical shin angle as possible. And from there, spread the floor apart, drive up, squeeze the glutes. Keep your back as upright as possible, as much as you can with the bar sitting in the crooks of your elbows. Save your elbows, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, save your elbows. So finished off with the Zercher box squats, now going into reverse hypers. Give your back some decompression, get some traction there, and also get some strengthening in the posterior chain. You guys know about the reverse hypers. You follow the channel, you know exactly how I feel about them. Large amount of volume here, so 20, 30 rep sets here. Quick break in action, had to get on a call. That's what happens when you are on the move. And I've noticed now that getting older and having businesses, you definitely get a cut in your action a lot of times. But it ain't gonna stop the move. We got accessory exercises for the back. Do the reverse hypers, do some row variations with a T-bar row. I don't get to hit the T-bar row a lot, so the good thing about going to different gyms, you get to change up what you're doing, right? You don't wanna accommodate to certain things, so constantly varying with the same movement pattern, but you can change up the bar, you can change up the tension gradient, just like I did here with the Zercher, which sucked, by the way, but hey, we're getting back to it. So we're gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna finish up with some bag work. All right, so finished off with just quick bursts, so repeated efforts. This is like highly explosive for 6 seconds, whether it be fast or powerful shots, but a lot of volume within those 6 seconds. So quick burst of energy, then follow that up for the remainder of the minute with just flow, right? Just tapping the bag, moving, getting your shots off, changing positions, changing rhythms, and then back again for 6 seconds every minute on the minute for 3 minutes. You're gonna do that for another 5 rounds, finish up the day. Yo, so this is what happens when you Zercher squat. If you look at the damage done with the bar on my biceps and on my stomach, but Zercher squats are not for the weak-hearted. Now, we're here in my bedroom just because, you know, not to do anything crazy, but to show you guys the 8 Sleep Pod 3 cover. Now, the reason why I decided to get this was because, you know, sleep is important. Helps us recover. It helps us perform better. When we wake up, we need to have quality sleep. So decided to get with 8 Sleep. And the great thing about it is that the temperature change. Now, when I set it up, there's a split here in the pod cover. Now, so my wife has her side, I have my side. Obviously, we can change the temperature depending on our preference. So for me, I don't like it too cold. I get it a little cool. My wife, she likes it cold, right? She gets hot at night. It definitely helps. Now, if you come over here to the hub, I fill this up with distilled water and peroxide, and the water is going to funnel through and cool the pod itself. So there is a little bit of water running through the entire pod. The good thing is that it cools the entire temperature of the bed depending on how cold or hot you want it. Now, last night we slept on there, and now as you can see here, you get the app which tells you everything, all the baseline numbers that you need to know, your HRV, your sleep quality, your heart rate, so on and so forth. So at a 77% sleep fitness, it definitely can go up, and I do believe it will. There was a little bit of disruption last night. My son, he got a little scared, so had to get up, bring him back into bed, so on and so forth. Daddy jobs, so that is what it is. But the good thing was that I can actually monitor my sleep throughout the night. I can also monitor my HRV, which is definitely gonna be good. So it's an objective indicator to show how ready I am from an autonomic nervous system standpoint. So good baseline reading here, and the app you have tons of things in here. So you have like little like tips and tricks that you can use for yourself, like how the pod and other products measure the HRV. They also have meditation. It has a bunch of different information that can definitely help you, not from just a sleep quality standpoint, but from a health standpoint. So as far as the temperature, I like to set my temperature around -2 when I go to bed, all the way through until I wake up. I get it back to neutral. Mine tends to drop, so I don't need to wake up, I don't need to have it super cold. I just like to have it cool. I damn sure don't want to have it hot. So anything above neutral, I'm staying away from, right? If it gets cold, which it never does here in Florida, I won't have to do that. So there it is. My wife, she likes to keep it cold. I think she has it all the way down to like -5 at times. So when she goes to sleep, she likes it at -5, -6. And then throughout the night, I decreased it back to neutral when she wakes up. I just wanted to showcase this so you guys knew that I was actually starting to utilize it. Now you can get this with my discount code, Daru Strong. So go to 8sleep.com and use the discount code Daru Strong. You get $200 off of pod 3 and $150 off of pod 3 cover, which is what I have here. Again, first night, so far so good. So I'll continue to give updates on the progress that we're having with the bed or the pod itself. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Hit the comments down below. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, all that good stuff. Now, get the hell out of my room so I can take a shower and get my day started. See you again next time. Peace.